Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Sunday message for February 5th of 2023. Hard to imagine that February is already here. So, as most of us know, that February is considered the month of love. And of course, we celebrate it with Valentine's Day through, candy and cards and hearts and flowers, just to let our loved ones know that we love them. Yet real love can only be experienced and understood, not through words or concepts and all, but it's an inner feeling. It's something that we feel inside, even though we express it through gifts, hugs, doing things for others, and more. It's something that grows and becomes a part of us to not only experience, but to share. And when we experience it inside, our lives change. But I'd like to start off with sharing with you some observations on love from some wonderful lovers, little lovers, small lovers, children who are really quick to sense real love. And so here we go. Love is what makes you smile when you are tired. That's from a 4-year-old. When someone loves you, the way they say your name is different. You just know that your name is safe in their mouth. That is from a 6-year-old. Love is when you are willing to share some of your fries without expecting them to share anything in return. That's from a 7-year-old. And love is what is in the room at Christmas if you take the time to stop opening presents and listen. That's from an 8-year-old. And finally, the one I really like is if you want to learn to love better, you ought to start with someone you hate. And that is from a 7-year-old. You know what? Our experiences of love are very varied and different. And we can even sometimes question ourselves, don't we, about those experiences? Was it all right if I loved that person? Did I make a mistake? Should I have said something different? But one of the lessons, hopefully, that we learn is that when we love, no matter what the outcome, we are the instrument of God's loving through us. And as we love the other in that moment, we are a blessing to them. But there's more to love and loving than just what we see and what we do here on this earth plane, this third dimensional place of living. Love with a capital L holds an energy that is of the highest order of things on this planet. So if we are loving someone else or something else, an animal, whatever, we are giving out the highest energy that we have at that time. When we step into that energy, there is actually a physiological change in our bodies. All the cells of our bodies begin to resonate at a higher rate of energy. And our bodies actually go through a physical change at the cellular level. The energy of love begins to stimulate the cells to heal. Of course, this is at a very microscopic level, and it's not something that you can see with your physical eyes. However, the love that we give out is very minuscule to the love that is available to us and for us to take in. I find it interesting that when we talk about love, we always think about who or what we can send love to, yet we never seem to think about loving ourselves. How many times a day do you think of loving yourself? Just placing a hand over your heart and say, I love you. Probably not very often. I've been following Dr. Joe Dispenza for some time, and he did some testing to see the changes in a person's energy field when they said the word love. So just saying the word love changed their energy field quite a bit. Saying the words, I love you, changed it even more, and sometimes very dramatically. And that change in the energy field actually showed cells beginning to respond positively to the words being said. What they noticed over a period of time is that the cells began moving in harmony with one another instead of just floating around haphazardly. The more in harmony, in sync with each other, the better the person felt. So Dr. Joe did a great experiment using metronomes, those things you use to keep time when you're learning music. He set up, I think, around 50 or so of them and started them all going. And of course, at first they were all out of sync with one another, but because they were all together, they soon began moving in sync with each other. And it didn't take long for all of them to actually start moving totally together. And it was amazing watching them. Without any outside force being placed upon them, they came into total coherence. And our bodies are just like that. Without any outside force, just staying in the energy of love, our entire bodies can come into perfect synchronization. And that is why it's so important to meditate. Why? Because we have tremendous outside forces moving against us, as well as inside forces. The challenge is the inside forces are greater than the outside forces. It's our judgments and condemnations that we hold inside that upsets the synchronized movements of our bodies more than what is going on in our outside world. Unity has a beautiful adage, thoughts held in mind produce after their kind. That's because thoughts hold energies, and thoughts combined with feelings hold even greater energy. So once again, I have to ask you, when was the last time you loved yourself? When was the last time you looked into the mirror and said words like, I love you to yourself? You're wonderful. You're beautiful. You're a great person. Just start to do this once in a while and pay attention to the feelings that begin to occur inside of you toward yourself and the world. If saying the words, I love you, begin a new resonance within the physical body, then those words are actually sending a healing energy to every cell within your body. As the energy resonance raises, then energies not of that level begin to dissolve and our bodies begin to heal. And the same goes with emotional healing. Emotions hold a certain frequency. The higher the frequency, the higher the emotions. So once again, are you saying I love you to yourself off and on during the day? This is a great and easy way to raise your energy. See, the thing is, it's you and only you who can choose to raise your energy. You're the only one who can make that choice and then do whatever is necessary to accomplish that. Of course, but I find it silly to look in the mirror and say, I love you to yourself. Well, who's around to tell you it's a silly thing to do? Just you and the voices in your head, which in actuality is still you, a different you, but still you. So you can just tell those voices to be quiet for a moment and then tell them, I love you. Yes, the voices in your head that tell you something other than that of what you want to hear. Just say, and I love you also. And what I've found is that usually quiets them down. So once you begin the process of loving yourself and feeling the difference in your body with some subtle changes as well as some more definite changes, you are actually more ready to receive a higher level of love, capital L love, that really heals the body the mind, your energy, and all. Learning to love ourselves first actually dissolves the barriers inside of us that block the love of Source from coming in. You know, I know people who were unable to love themselves at all and just sat down one day and surrendered everything to God. Their lives began to change. But for most of us, it's our subtle inner little self that is keeping us from loving ourselves and accepting the incredible love from Source. When we can open ourselves to loving ourselves, we can more fully be open to allowing the energy of Source to come in and move through us, getting all of us into a coherent state of being. If you can think of the metronomes that going this way and that, not in alignment, that's how our energy is most of the time. Our thoughts go all over the place, jumping from this to that, and we need to bring all that energy back into coherence. And how do we do that? Through the breath. It's very simple. Just start paying attention to your breath. Your breath is like one of those metronomes going back and forth. As you concentrate on your breath, all your other energies start to pay attention and start to come into coherence with your breath. It's that easy. And no, there's no counting 4 breaths in, 4 breaths out, or anything else. Just breathe in and out at your own rate and pay attention to it. That's all. Easy peasy. And if you're going to meditate, concentrating on the breath, just going in and out, brings all your energies into sync with each other, and your energy raises. As your energy raises, you become more into the source energy. And as you become more into the source energy, you're opening yourself up to an even higher vibration of love, which actually stimulates your cells to heal even more and even better. So on a physical level, you are actually putting yourself into a higher vibratory rate of energy that stimulates healing at a higher level. The higher the level of energy around you, the easier and faster you heal. And this is why people who attend Joe Dispenza's workshops have some incredible healings happen. Cancers are healed, eyesights get better, even some debilitating diseases are cured. People have reported that their Parkinson's was gone after attending one of Joe's workshops. But you have to remember that those people spend 7 days in workshops, meditating a lot, as well as being in the combined energy of all the people there and assisting to resonate at a higher frequency for longer periods of time. The higher the frequency, the faster the healing. Of course, once again, it is not only physical healing we're talking about. All energies have their level of existence. Raise that level, and those energies cannot exist any longer. So physical, mental, emotional, it doesn't matter. Raise the energy, and all things heal. So I would like us to do something right now. And what I'm going to ask you to do is to get real comfortable in your chair. We're going to do a type of a meditation. So just get real comfortable, settle in, close your eyes, take a deep breath. As you let it out, just allow your body to relax. And now just breathe in and out at a nice slow rate, one that's comfortable for you. Just breathe in and out, in and out. Now, I would like you to expand your ribs as you breathe in and feel them go out, and then back down as you breathe out. This may take some getting used to, but after a few breaths, you should have it. Pay attention to how your ribs are moving out as you breathe in, like blowing up a balloon, and out, in, back when you breathe out. Out and in with every breath. And I want you to do this on your own for a few moments. Breathing in and spread your rib cage. And breathing out and let the rib cage come in. Now, as you're being aware of your ribs moving out and in, I'm going to ask you to pay attention to the buildup of energy inside of you. Now, you may not feel it today, but if you do this for a period of time, you will begin to feel it. Either way, I would like you to begin to feel your own energy field expanding out and in as you breathe. Feel your ribs going out and feel your energy field going out. And as you let your breath out, your energy field comes. Just as your rib cage expands with the in-breath, so does your energy field. And as you let the breath out, the energy field comes. So just pay attention to that for a few moments. Breathing in, spreading your rib cage, spreading your energy field. Breathing out and everything relax. Now I'm going to ask you to expand your energy field out with every in-breath and then leave it out as you breathe. Expand it out with the next in-breath and then leave it there as you expand your energy field out, your in-breath, and then just leave it there as you breathe out. And now just rest in this energy field. Just breathe in and out, not doing anything, but just sitting in that energy. This is the energy of Source. This is the energy of real love. This is the energy that brings all of you into coherence with itself. The more you do this, the more that source energy can move into every cell of your body, mind, thoughts, and feelings. This is the energy that heals on all levels. So let's just sit in that energy for a few moments, allowing ourselves to take in the full energy of Source itself. You find your mind wandering, just come back to paying attention to the breath. Feel your rib cage go out and in, out and in. Then begin to expand your energy field once again with every in-breath, and stay there as you breathe. Do that for a few moments, and then just rest in the energy. The more you can do this during the day, the more often you are bringing your energy field, your cells, your thoughts back into coherence with Source. And now just take a deep breath in, and as you let it out, just become aware of the body that you reside in, the chair you are sitting on, and the space that you are inhabiting at this time. And when you are ready, just take another deep breath in and be back to the here and now. So how did that feel? Did you feel more energy? Did you feel more alive? Did you pay attention to how your body, mind, spirit feels right now? You were just in contact with Source. My suggestion is just do this several times a day, just for a few moments each time, and stay in contact with Source as much as possible. Thank you for joining with us today. God bless each and every one of you, and many, many blessings to you all. Much, much love.